Hello, and a very warm welcome to Weirdo.Rocks. Today is 69th day of my 90-day content challenge. My name is Leo Brunhofer, and I gonna talk about outsourcing, what kind of tasks you should outsource, and also I will go into the 4 most common mistakes while outsourcing. I'm running an outsourcing company, taskildone.com. We are in the area of task outsourcing for any kind of business area related to your startup or to your small business. Yeah. And we are also experts in building, hiring, and managing remote teams. So we have quite a long experience in this area. And when it comes to outsourcing, people are not inspired what to outsource in the beginning, especially if you're starting, if you're not used to delegate, if you're working alone, but you feel stuck somehow and you're not making progress since you're maybe spending time on the wrong spot, then maybe outsourcing could be a solution for you. I believe that you can really outsource a lot if you're doing it right. Outsourcing is a skill that you have to learn, of course, as well. But I don't outsource the core business, for example. That's the only thing. So your core value of the company. But everything else, you at least can think about outsource it to external freelancers, agencies, or however you prefer to work with. If you think about, if you have a task in your head that maybe is time consuming or you don't really know if you should outsource it or not, there are 3 questions that you can ask yourself, or basically there are 3 kind of tasks that you should outsource. The task that you cannot do because you don't have the skills, of course. We outsource mostly our bookkeeping, or we are used to bring our car to our mechanic. So this is some kind of outsourcing. We go to a lawyer if you have legal issues normally, but also for graphic works or social media work, you could easily outsource these tasks if you are not a writer or you're not creative enough, or you don't have Photoshop skills, for example. The second category that you tasks that you should outsource are tasks that you shouldn't do. For example, very time-consuming tasks that are really taking a lot of your time compared to the output that you get from it. It's not bringing your company forward, and then you also should think about outsourcing. For example, longer research tasks, typing your business cards into Excel or stuff like this. There are millions of tasks that you shouldn't do yourself if you want to grow your business and want to get your priorities right. And there are also, of course, tasks that you don't want to do, tasks that you hate. You also better outsource them. I mean, don't let's produce bad energy with something that you don't really hate to do. So those are also tasks that you could outsource. But now let's talk about mistakes, or what you should consider when outsourcing. I like to work with individuals more than with bigger agencies, no matter if it's in the technical area or it's creative freelancers. I really like to have this personal contact with my freelancers and really build a team and form a team also remote. But if you are not so skilled with outsourcing, with hiring, then maybe you can also go to an agency that can help you out. Also, if you don't want to invest so much time in managing the team, maybe then an agency is also better for you. Outsourcing can also go wrong, of course. As I said, you need skills to outsource. You need to learn how to delegate. You need to think about what is needed to manage a person remote. Of course, there it's even harder than delegating to a person that is in the same room. So yeah, you need some kind of trust. You need some confidence that the person can do it. The number one error that or mistake that is made when outsourcing is that you are hiring a person who doesn't have the right skills to do your tasks, which is of course a problem, especially in the beginning. It's not so easy, especially on the bigger platforms, to pick the right person for you. You really have to learn to read between the line, use some tricks when putting your ads out there for your open job descriptions, and to pick the right person. We developed a process to do that, and we are really good in this area, I would say. But yeah, in the beginning you can have troubles with that. Just get started dry with small amounts, with small orders maybe, and so to keep the risk of burning too much money low, and then nothing can happen, and you I'm sure you will learn fast to figure out how to find the right person. The second point is that you are not clear or specific with your requirements, what needs to be done. In your head, things seem to be very clear, probably how it should be done, sometimes not even in your head, but to deliver this over the internet to a person you do not really know is also not easy and can be challenging in the beginning. But be very specific in the beginning, especially until the other person knows how you like to work with how you like your work done, and just have some patience here and describe as good as possible what your desired outcome should look like. Then also some point related to that, point number three, mistake number three, is that you are giving a task out there, and then, especially when you started working together, you set the deadline in 1 week or 2 weeks. You have a budget for that, and you just let the person work. I would really recommend to break the bigger tasks down, set due dates that not further than 1-2 days in the future, or ask the freelancer to daily update you about the progress, maybe in a daily stand-up meeting, as I mentioned yesterday. And especially in the beginning, till you know how to work together, just to see that the freelancer, the person you are working with in the team, is on the right track, is working in the right direction. And it also can save you a lot of money if you figure out that he or she is not going to the right direction, and you can adjust the task a little bit, or be more specific with your instructions. And last but not least, a mistake that number 4, which also happens a lot, is that you give your freelancer too many tasks with no clear priorities. In the beginning, I would also start with one task. Also, in your team, it can be confusing if there are is a task board out there where you have many tasks with no priority set, no deadline set, and the freelancer doesn't really know what is more important for you. So be clear with that, and start with one task after the other. If you're outsourcing, I think then it's you are on the safe side that you are not burning too much money again until you have mastered your skill as well. Uh, yeah. One question: do you recommend some platforms where I can find freelancers? There are really, really, really many platforms out there. Of course, it's a bit odd, but I would recommend tasktildone.com, of course, my own platform. If you need some freelancer for any kind of business task, the big boys out there, Fiverr.com, they really improved over the years. Have also great freelancers. Not easy to find the good ones, but they have a great offer. And also Upwork, of course, Upwork.com. Have also freelancers in any kind of area. There are also, of course, these sites are huge, so it's not so easy to find a good person, the right person for you. Start small, and then everything will be fine. There are also more specific platforms out there. For example, if you need a content writer, if you need some graphic designer, 99 Designs, for example. Really hundreds of them. Is this answering your question? Okay. So, I think that's it for today, if there are no more questions. To recap, what you should outsource: tasks you cannot do because you don't have skills, tasks you shouldn't do because they are too time consuming or not important enough according to your priorities, and tasks you hate to do. Of course, you also should try to outsource. There, for every task, there is someone out there who likes to do these kind of things, even if it's hard to imagine. And avoid these 4 mistakes when you outsource. Find the right person with the right skill set to do your task. Be very clear and specific with your requirements, especially in the beginning. Don't set the first deadlines too far in the future to avoid that the freelancer is working in the wrong direction. And don't give too many tasks with no priorities, no deadlines to one person, so that there are no misunderstandings, and it's very, very clear what is important to you and what should be done till when. So this was it for today. I would be happy, of course, if you click the bell here, then you will get notified. Also, if you subscribe my channel, and I will be back tomorrow with a new topic. Hope you liked it, and wish you a good night. Bye.